The 3.22 is finally out, and we got 5 new vehicles. This year has been mad regarding vehicle releases, and for the first vehicle we got the Shantok Yay, the medium alien fighter. A pretty decent mobile, heavy-hitting vehicle, although a pretty big target on account of that. Comparing its stats, it kinda feels like a light fighter plus, perhaps, because there are other medium fighters which boast better characteristics than this one. It does try to be unique with its special weapons, 4 size 3 special laser repeaters, and the size 2 shield, which the medium fighters usually do not boast. But on the count of having size 2 shield, it also comes with the somewhat reduced HP when we compare it to other medium fighters. And it should be noted that this ship is a pretty big target. Then came the 3 different types of hoverbikes: Origin X1, X1 Force, and X1 Velocity. All of these hoverbikes are pretty fast and share plenty of their stats. But the X1 is the civilian type. Although it does come with a size 1 laser cannon, it's not really meant for combat, as that's what the X1 Force is for, coming with a laser repeater and a shield, which the other variants do not have. In a way, a combat support hoverbike. As for the X1 Velocity, that is purely meant for racing and is set out to be one of the fastest, thus having no weapons or shields of any sort. Keep in mind that some of these vehicles are being tuned, so they may not be very characteristic for their special roles that they are intended to serve. As a last vehicle, we received the Cutter Rambler. It is supposed to be an exploration variant of the Cutter series. A bit more advanced compared to the regular Cutter, having less room for cargo, more accommodations, armor case, weapon rack, with just a bit more spacious accommodation area and few nifty looking visuals. Each of the Cutter ships having slight differences visually, either its thrusters, spoilers, or just a bit of the wings. And same goes for the Rambler. The updates are growing in size and style, and 3.22 brought very nice additions to our game. Structural salvage, for example, allowing us to destroy all the pieces that remain of the ship after we have taken off its outer layer. Inventory cargo for containers, which means we can store items in containers, we can store gear, perhaps even other minor boxes, which may be full of some kind of minerals. This is supposed to work in a wee bit similar way when it comes to the handheld cargo boxes, which we could buy from certain vendors. But in this case, it will store into our inventory and we can drag it, drop it out in our ships and we'll place it there. This way, now having an inventory space at our cargo grid. And yeah, if you're gonna do some farming and want a lot of weapons goods, I think a nice addition to this as a next step would be if we can sell the insides of those bulk containers that we purchased ourselves as bulk goods. Let's say it's full of weapons or it's full of armors. There are a few interesting ways this could be evolved. Now we can buy 1, 2, 4 or 8 SU containers. And this cargo or these crates can only be removed and managed by the owner or the party members. These were the main features of the update. There's also more hair options, hairstyles. 20 custom new hairstyles from Squadron 42, which we can now use. The recoil of most weapons was also overhauled, giving them a bit more distinction and feel when it comes to specific types of weapons. Other changes to weapons like arc light pistol, now being a burst pistol with alternative fire mode and single fire mode. And the LH-86 is now fully automatic pistol. Certain weapons got their fire rate tweaked, like the Demeco S71 and P4AR, to increase their fire rate, and for Lamin B, burst delay has been decreased. Additional adjustments to the sniper so that the player in heavy armor cannot be one-tapped with some heavy-duty snipers. This will not affect medium armor, only heavy. Damage modifiers to player health, also medical changes. Player health, damage modifiers, and other aspects of it. The medpens should now fully heal players, and the penalties, if at all, should be less severe from your legs, arms, and other parts of the body. Some minor changes, mostly for the UI of the tractor beam and towing. Also the ship mining balance to adjust all these nodes to be more closer to the difficulties of Prospector. New vehicles added to the in-game stores, Mirai Furies and Miss Hull C. All of the armor prices have also been increased. There are more changes to the vehicles, the weapons and other aspects of the game. I will leave the notes down below, and I'm gonna go try out the Shantoki A, see how that hits, and perhaps one of the ballistic weapons, which I am very intrigued about. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe,